The Sound of St. Paul, WHEI.
Hello from scenic downtown St. Paul and WHEI Radio, located in the historic Ham Building. We are recording from beautiful Jaime's Haberdashery, and welcome to Amy and a Bridgette Too Far. I'm Amy.
And I'm Bridgette.
Bridgette is one of those amazing, rare people who will read each and every individual word on any plaque at any time, no matter how long it takes. She once actually did not make it out of the lobby of a museum reading it, and her entire family was exiting, and she didn't get to go to the museum.
Lessons learned, Amy.
But you're wise. You're wise.
And I'm here with Amy, who at one point in time discovered our mutual love, at least in the past, of Claire's. The epitome of like lovely jewelry earrings and girly hair things. And
oh my gosh.
right?
Yeah, like dinosaur earrings.
That's right. And the place of, that's where I got my ears pierced. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, mutual love.
Well, I'm going to need to do our first correction from Amy and a Bridgette Too Far, because I was listening.
First of many.
Well, you know, you gotta
when we speculate wildly.
I know, you got to put yourself out there. So I was re-listening to our episode about Piltdown Man, and my brain was completely dyslexic that day. I kept talking about an orangutan skull and a human jaw. It is the other way around.
Oh.
It was a human skull and an orangutan jaw. And I swear up and down, that's what my brain was thinking, and that's not what came out of my mouth. So I apologize.
Correction noted. I thought you were going to correct it to be a human skull and an orangutan foot. So, I mean, out of all the corrections.
So he really did put his foot in his mouth.
Oh, that's delightful. Well, Amy, I have a great topic for us to discuss today.
I bet you do.
Mm-hmm. So this started in, my whole family plays cards. We all play cards. And one of the things I love about it is the concept of house rules.
Oh, yeah.
That there are rules that apply differently if it's in your house or not. And I mostly think about it for card playing, but I know that it's sort of like I take it into the realms of whether or not you take your shoes off when you enter a house.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And other norms that are different depending on that. What are there any like hard, and I have more to say, but are there any hard and fast things that you consider house rules?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is the incredible controversy and like almost arguments and self-righteous rightness that comes from that stupid dice game.
No, what is this? No, I don't know.
The dice game that's played at like bridesmaids and
is it like
we've
Bunko?
played it. It's sort of like we've played it at book club. You know, where you've got the dice and you go around the circle.
Oh, yes. It's sometimes called Yankee Swap or something.
Oh, is it really?
Where you get a present and you take it out from the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
And like in some people's houses you can steal. In some people's houses you have to open the gift first, and they're really adamant about it.
Very adamant about it. Yes.
They're super adamant. I'm trying to remember rules that applied to my house in particular. We were totally allowed to walk into the house wearing shoes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was not a thing at our house.
Is that something that you still go by, or do you take your shoes off immediately, or do you like have the comfort of walking throughout your house with shoes on?
I've got dogs. You know, we're all walking around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we do a lot of sweeping. How about you? Let me percolate on this for a second.
Yeah. Well, and another thing I was thinking of was, well, specifically for cards, because it was really interesting. We have this card game, and I learned that the house rules that we have, that I was raised with my parents, are the most gentle rules out of all the variations that you can have. They give you the most opportunity to they're the least harsh, I should say, because we've played with extended family and they're like, oh no, that's not right. And I was like, I've grown up with these rules from the get. So I don't know what you're talking about our family rules, but it was just been really interesting to think about. I don't know, when people become adults, like what they claim as their own house rules, what they do in that capacity. Mm-hmm. And then I did a little bit of research just because my context comes from gaming.
Okay.
And I found this fascinating thing that actually they trace it back to things like Monopoly and things like that.
Okay.
And they said that house rules were unofficial modifications to official game rules. And that Monopoly over time has actually changed their rules because there's some house rules that became so prevalent. But then they said in the legal aspects, they said, actually, this is in Minneapolis. There was a legal case, Lefkowitz v. Great Minneapolis Surplus Store.
Okay, I cannot wait.
Right. So there were fur coats advertised for sale for $1 each. First come, first served. Then they argued unsuccessfully that they had a house rule stating that bargains, by and large, the bargains were limited to women only. Anyway, saying that they could have that policy, but their house rule was that bargains or any sales they had were only for women. And I was like,
as well
wow.
it should be.
I know. I was like, I'm not sure I have a problem with that one. Not that I'd be buying that many furs, but I thought it was so funny that house rules even went into legal things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they sort of as a precedent, we're talking about house rules. Yeah.
Because I know, my family was ruthless about stuff, man.
Were they?
Oh man, when it came to board games, oh man, it was like life and death. It's like no, you took your hand off the rook, you cannot take it back.
Oh wow.
Of course, I had brothers.
Women can be ruthless.
True. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I hear your experience. Yep, mm-hmm. I hear it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't. Man, my own house is really laissez-faire. It's like, yes. Sure, the dog can be on the bed. Feed him people food. Wear your shoes. They're very little.
Right.
There are
this
very
is
few boundaries.
Welcoming vibe that a lot of houses have. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to bring up was about the way that people put the toilet paper on.
Oh, okay. This is important.
Because have you ever done this? You gone to someone else's house and it's on a different way and you switch it?
Yes,
I have too, Amy. I was like, wow, I've entered into someone else's sacred space and then switched it to my preference.
So it goes over the top, correct?
Yes, Amy.
That's
clearly the only way.
Well, that is actually the way it's pictured in the patent.
Oh, I see.
The only excuse to go the other direction is if your cat pulls it all off that way.
Which is hilarious to watch, but expensive to deal with.
Yes. Indeed.
Nice. I'm so glad we have some common ground on that.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
All right. We ready for my topic?
I am ready for it.
I was just thinking this week I was thinking about people's names. Mm-hmm. And of course, traditionally, especially the surname was, you would be named John Smith because you were a Smith or a Fisher or a Miller. It had to do with what you do. And I was just thinking of have you noticed how fun it is when you just randomly come across people's whose actual name has to do with what they do? Like I had a friend named Clayton that was a potter.
No.
And his name was Clayton.
What was that in the genes? Were you thinking that somehow it was genetic or fun?
Yeah. Or, is it in your subconscious?
Yeah.
And I had another friend whose uncle was an optometrist and his name was Seymour. I love that.
Yeah, I think I had a cousin. His name was Trentist. And then he ended up being a dentist. Just kidding. He did it.
You are so full of it.
That is so funny. I think I've only occasionally come across this, but now I'm accessing my data banks to think about it. That Clayton is a pretty good one.
That is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I'm and you see things like lawyers that are named like liar or things like that.
Right. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. I love this concept, and I love that people really lean into it too. Yeah. Now of course, all of those things have escaped my mind, but
I know I make mental notes when I see them. And I'm
Right?
like, that's really funny. It's like you come across somebody who's like really clever and their last name is Guile. You know?
yes,
You know?
right. I totally appreciate that too. I was thinking of, yeah, maybe it's more so I know people that have changed their name to like more reflect like who they are as an entity. But I'm thinking on this, like the small town that I grew up in. I mean, and this is more about adapting your name because life is cruel sometimes. But
Yeah.
there were people and their last name was Crap. Okay.
I'm sorry. Suddenly I'm 12.
Yes. But I think and then they changed it to Crep so that people like stop like making all these jokes. But I actually think that someone worked in like plumbing and worked on toilets. So I mean, but I think in that way, I feel like it's I don't know if it's the intended thing or not. Yeah.
Well, all the
Yeah.
poor people whose last name is Hooker and things like that,
Yes, right.
or Dick, or, it's
Right.
like the meaning has changed,
100%. And we had can you imagine in this small Catholic school in junior high no less, we had a substitute teacher whose last name was Fuchs. That poor guy, he had to like, because 12-year-olds can't keep it together.
No. And it's also really important when people name their children to sound it all out and to look at all of the abbreviations and how it works together. I, honest to goodness, knew a woman named Sue Keeney.
Her parents had to have known.
They're like, Susan Keeney, it's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Well, when I think my niece has a classmate, and it's a young girl, right, named Clark Kent. Maybe I already talked about that. And I was just like, you on
Does
purpose.
she wear glasses?
No, but she does have like a beautiful black swoop of hair. You know what I mean?
I mean, you just have to lean into it.
No, you have to. And I would hope that like people whose names like correlate like that, they enjoy it. They enjoy the specificity and I don't know, what's that? They've really landed in a crossroads where they can lean into something. Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, I spent a lot of time on the road working at Renaissance festivals and things like that. And people often make up their own names.
Yes.
There. And so you never quite knew, or else you knew somebody by their character's name and not their real name.
Yeah.
One of the funniest interactions I saw at a festival once was this guy who was kind of, he liked himself a lot. Yeah, he's like, he walked into the room and he's like, my name is Robert, but I go by the Raven. And somebody turned around and looked at him and said, hi, Bob.
I love it when people just aren't picking up what you're putting down. They do a hard swerve around your
Hi,
mischief.
Bob.
How did he take it? I'm curious.
Oh my gosh.
Such an introduction for yourself.
Yeah, his like, it was like, he looked really blank.
Oh no, poor kitten.
Oh,
He did all this buildup of himself. Oh man. So what's your takeaway? Would you, if you had naming rights? Well, I feel like your pets are a little bit referential in that way, but yeah, like if you had naming rights, would you lean into it? Have you thought of names?
Like for myself, or
Yeah, or your things that you get to name. I guess, like I'm thinking about Mesmer. Yeah.
Yep, my dog.
Yes, your dog Mesmer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love naming creatures.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll name anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I had a toad in my backyard named Dennis Hopper.
Stop it. I love that you're manifesting more things like this. It's great. I love it a lot.
Oh my gosh! So where did we go?
I
full
know.
weird.
What have we learned today?
What have we learned?
I think I've learned that I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open for more of that. People like who have like Cooper as a last name, or Lawman, or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if people feel free to DM us and let us know if you've got any more. Just go up to the hymes.com site and leave us a message.
Yeah, we'd love to explore more.
Yep. And
yeah, new house rules. House rules. Yeah.
House rules. We'll pay more attention.
Yeah, and I feel like in the 70s they used to write more you could get calligraphy house rules, and then they had 3 super crude things or something like that. I don't know. I love the idea of house rules and about leaning into it and claiming your own space through, whatever sort of rules you make.
Your own tradition.
That's right. Your own traditions. Yeah.
All right. So thanks once again for checking in with us. Feel free and please come by and visit Jaime's Haberdashery and check out the other great podcasts at Jaimes.com. Go to the media page.
The Sound of St. Paul, WHEI.